Superduo beads. So I'm going to show you what they are. Here's another one, and that's so pretty. And crystals, Superduo beads, crystals and glass seed beads. So I have my needle threaded with Wildfire. And these are Superduo beads. They have 2 holes in them. Maybe you can see this one a little better. They have double holes. So, and I found these at Hobby Lobby. I bought these online from beadsmith.com. I believe that was on Amazon, but I'm not sure. And it was about the same price. Okay, so we're going to need 9 Superduos in the color of your choice. I'm using gold this time. And you're going to need 18 in another color. And I'm using this rainbow, bluish, pinkish, whatever. And then you're going to need 6 crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I must have either I miscounted or I knocked one down. That would be just like me. So 6 crystals. And then we're going to use some 11O seed beads. And I wanted to show you something about the seed beads. Here's some of my seed beads in this tray. And I use this little scoop. It's like a little metal measuring spoon, or you can heat wax in it, you know, for your wax melt stampy things. But this is excellent for digging into your bead tray and getting out just a few beads that you think you might need. Okay, so that's just a little tip. And of course I put a ribbon on it because I missed so many times on my desk somewhere. Can't find it. All right, so I've got my needle threaded. You don't need a long piece of thread, but I used a long one just because I don't want to stop and thread. Okay, so not that you would have to on this, but I want to make at least 2 before I have to rethread. That's just me. We're going to start with an 11O seed bead and a Superduo. Let's have an, nope, told you wrong. 11O and 3 Superduos. Okay, 11O and 3. These Superduos are so cute and they sit so nicely together. There's an 11O. 1, 2, 9 Superduos and 3 11Os seed beads. We're going to pull that down to the bottom, leave a little bit of a tail, and we are going to tie this tightly. That's one thing I like about this thread. It makes good knots, it ties tight, and it's very strong. All right, so what you have should look about like that. All right, if it looks wonky, it might mean one of the Superduos are folded in like that, but it'll be correct. So here we go. All right, now when working with Superduos, you have to do what they call step up. All right, so we've got a circle. I'm going to go through the next Superduo, same hole I went before on the bottom, and I am going to step up by pulling that through, by going through the same bead, but now the top hole. All right, so I'm going through the top hole of the same exact bead. There we go. All right, now I'm right-handed, so I'm going to work right to left, trying to get that little tail out of my way. All right, now that's row 1. For row 2, we're going to put 2 white Superduos where every place you see a seed bead. So there's 1 seed bead, and that's white. I say white. I'm using a different color here because I didn't have any more white. All right, so I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put 2 of them in between that one where the seed bead is. Okay, and then on the next one, going to put one and go in the top of the next one. Okay, so here's what we've got so far. Now I'm to a seed bead again, so I need to add 2. 1, 2. So I'm going to go through the top of the next one. We're going to repeat this around. All right. Then it's 1, and 1. These are so go through the top of that 1. All right, then we're going to add 1. Almost flipped it in my face. And we're going to add 1. I'll go back here and state. The last one, this is the last one. I'm going to go in the top of that one, but I'm also going to keep going through the next 2 superduos, staying in the bottom hole. All right, I may have to do one at a time. So I went through one superduo. Now I'm going to go through the other, staying in that bottom hole. Okay, so what you've got should look like this now. All right, you know you're correct if you count it, and you've got 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. All right, then you know you've done that much correct. Trust me, I've done it wrong so many times. I have to double check myself. Now we're in the bottom hole, so we have to step up again. So let's step up. Same bead that we come out of the bottom hole, we're going into the top hole, and I'm out of the frame again. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah. Okay. Now we are going to add another crystal. We're going to go into the next superduo. Okay, I apologize. I got confused. It doesn't take much. All right, so we put that superduo on the top. We went through that one. We added a crystal. We go through this one. Now we're going to add another superduo, and it's going to go right there. Okay, to add a crystal. Come on, little guy. There we go. And we're going to go through the next superduo. And don't let your thread loop around like that. Behave. All right, I still don't think I'm doing it right. I have been so confused about this, and I have redone it, and I still am doubting it looks right. Okay, we'll just keep going and see what happens, won't we? Add a superduo. I think it's because of the color. There's so much sparkle, it's kind of confusing. Add a crystal. Add a superduo. add a crystal. So we're just going from one to the next, one to the next. Superduo. I think it's because of the way these things sit. It's just very confusing sometimes because they have two holes. It's not like working with regular beads. It can be very confusing. And I need things to stop popping up on my computer. I don't think y'all can see that, but I can. Okay, so crystal. Okay, I'm on Superduo. Superduo goes in here. And get that tail down out of my way. And then I need a crystal. And this is the last crystal. So I'm going to go through the first Superduo and the second Superduo. So it'll be the top hole of the first one. It'll be the bottom hole of the second one. And then I'm going to go through the top hole of the third one. All right. So what you have should look like this. Hopefully it does, if you can understand my totally confusing tutorial. Okay, next row is very simple. Aren't you glad? Now, we are coming out of the top of a Superduo and I'm facing a crystal, all right? So what I want to do is go through the stick. My husband, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Today was my husband's officially last day. He is officially retired now, so he was celebrating as he walked in the door. Okay, so we did 3 seed beads coming out of a crystal, 3 seed beads, and we went into the top of the next Superduo. Now we're going to add 3 seed beads. This is the simplest row of all, and we're going to go into the next crystal. And you're just going to repeat that all the way around. 3 seed beads into the top of the next Superduo that's sticking up. 3 seed beads into the next crystal. Oh, this one's going to be so pretty. All right, 3 seed beads to the top of the next Superduo. And 3 seed beads into the next crystal. 3 into the top. Why go over here for the strays? Into the next crystal. Okay, so I am, picked up the wrong one. I'm going to do the last 3 seed beads that go into the last crystal. Okay, and I'm going to come out the end of that crystal, the other side of that crystal. And then I want to of 3. Now we're going to picot. And the way you picot is you pick up 3 seed beads and you go back into the same 1 seed bead that's in the middle right there. Okay? So I picked up 3 and I went back into that same one and it makes that cute little picot edge. Isn't that cute? Very simple. All right? Now we've got to go through the top of that Superduo that is next to it. We're going to go into the next 2 seed beads only. Okay, into the top of the next 2 seed beads. out of, okay? Pull that, and we've got a picot. Now we go down through the last seed bead and through the crystal. And you just continue doing a picot on the second or middle seed bead of every one all the way around. So let's do another one together. I'm in the second into that second seed bead. There it is. Honey, you have to have good eyes for this too, and sometimes I feel like mine are crossing. Go through the seed bead, went that far, which is fine. So here I am in the bead again. 2, 3. Go back into that same middle seed bead. So we're just picoting. Now go through the next seed bead and through the next crystal. Go up to the second or middle seed bead of the next section next to you, and we're going to picot again. 1, 2. All right, so I think you get it. Just continue that all the way around. Okay, so here I am at my last little section of 3. I'm going to that middle seed bead. I try to keep my videos not too long. That's why I pause it and finish it. So I've got 3 on there. I'm going to go through that one seed bead again, just like we've been doing. Go through the next seed bead next to it and the crystal next to it, okay? And we're pretty much finished. So all I'm going to do is go through a couple of superduos. I'm just a little tail where I started. I cut it, but I leave it long enough that I can see the marker. And then I go back with just a tiny dot of glue, super glue or something, and I put it on that knot, and then I cut it. Because if I cut it now, I won't know where it is. I won't remember where it is. Can't, hopefully find it because I sink it. I sink it in between. So we're technically finished. So what I'm going to do is just go in here and do I think they call this a half hitch, like a little slip knot. Make sure it doesn't get caught on another bead where it doesn't belong. That happens sometimes. So when I pull my loop all the way down, sometimes like that, before where that loop goes, because if not, it'll very easily get caught on somebody. All right, now we've knotted our thread. So all I'm doing it's not hurting a thing, and it's only helping. And then this has so many different colors in it. There, maybe you can see it now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Give it a try. If you have trouble with it, let me know, and I'll be glad to help you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.